Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Monster Train. Last run, we got very lucky with one specific card that we managed to draft right before the final fight. Let's, random this one. See if we can have another good run. Daedalus, Fell, Seraph the Patient. I hate him, but with Stygian, we can maybe get the book, the good book. Or maybe we can just give him enough sap that he doesn't do anything. Ice Tornado, Fledgling Imp, and Guardian's Amulet. You know what? The Imps can give you enough rage that you could scale off of that. As for our champion, Soul Guard, I really like Frostbite, and I really like Frostbite with Hellhorn. We might be able to give him armor, and if we give him armor, we can keep him alive, keep applying that Frostbite, and keep clearing floors. Alternatively, you know, we could turn him into a 200-200, but ideally we'll just have units that are that strong. Friendly units enter with Rage, enemy units enter with Frostbite. This is very good early. It'll allow us to very slightly be protected from early packs, you know, killing 1 HP enemies. Is a minor problem on Ring 7, where you fight that enemy that has Revenge, because this will buff him slightly. But entering with Rage is also really nice because this protects us from armor. We can take a pack that's like enemy units enter with 10 armor and then kill them with, you know, Train Stewards that are doing, it'll be plus 6 damage, so 11 damage Train Stewards. So I think maybe we'll go Rage. We have Rage synergy to a small extent. Maybe we can build off of this. Yeah. And we have torches, so we can kill 1 HP enemies anyways. Incant, gain 1 shard. Action, deal 3 damage per shard to the front enemy unit. Action is every turn. I just wish that this could do more damage, because this doesn't really do wide damage. You know, if there's 2 enemies that have 100 HP, you could be doing 1,000 damage with your incants. You're only gonna kill 1 of them. And it's action. If you could give this unit quick, then your attack would come out first, but I don't really love either of these. Let me look at our champion progression here. 40 HP, deal 7 damage per shard. If the unit's got 1 HP, it's such a waste though, but like, here's the thing. This is just an attacking unit with the action. That's all this is. All this is a scalable attacking unit. 70 damage with 10 shards, 140 damage with 20 shards, but it's still just a unit that attacks, essentially. Titan Channel, you know, it does become 200-200, which is a really big unit. You can play it on a floor, then start incanting to unlock it. I do like it. If you take this, you cannot rely on your champion until it gets unlocked, which is really scary. But I do kind of like the big champion. We have a lot of spells. We can probably get him unlocked on the first couple of waves here, the couple of rings. It's super easy. So much so that I actually kind of wonder about taking the Divine Boons, because it's money, artifact, money, temple, 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 temple. So getting a little bit of cash early means we might be able to get like some unit upgrades, which we should probably go for. Reroll, buy some stuff in the future, but I'm actually not gonna take it. We get a unit draft for 4, no problem, 4 damage. 4 damage per unit. We got torches, we got Soul Guard, nothing's gonna live anyways. I mean, pretty easy turn 1. Bum, 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 bum. Ice Tornado gets frozen, we can play it later. We got a lot of rage in those units now, don't we? So I think we'll just play this. We'll certainly unlock him here 1, 2, you're dead. Beautiful. So I noticed our champion did not enter with rage. Every other unit did. I like Ice Tornado. Targeted spell might be a little bit better. Crit Builder, if you can offer it, it is good, but it's just too expensive. And we have an offering card already. Do we need another Ice Tornado? No. Are they good? Only if they're free, otherwise they're too expensive to play. I think maybe just like a Flash Freeze. Not a good set of options though. Branding Right I do like as a way of keeping a unit alive. I also do like Hidden Passage. If we can unlock our champion like on the top floor, we can just put everything behind him. But, oh, and I do like an imp. Melding the summon effect into like another imp, like a rage imp even. I mean, I think it does enough. I'd still think we'd rather have the armor though. And as for a unit, Horned Warrior is multi-strike, who comes out with Rage. Demon Fiend is just really good for buffing something else. +30/+30 is insane. But I do kind of like the Horned Warrior. Already has multi-strike. We already have Rage. Yeah, problem is you need to meld something inside of him, and you want a Demon Fiend to meld inside of the Horned Warrior and then duplicate him like 5 times. But we're never gonna play Demon Fiend, we're only gonna meld him into something else. So let's take the Horned Warrior because it's early, although it might be less forward thinking. Dude, another stack of multi-strike on him would go a long way. I think we will take a unit here, just because in the future we might hit a shop that gives us quick. But I think what we're gonna do is buff the crap out of the Horned Warrior. 15 times 3. And I am thinking that maybe we just make him tankier and then just rage him, because he's gonna come out with an extra 6 per attack, so an extra 33 damage total. But then we can maybe play the imps on him, keep his rage going, add rage spells to the deck. No, we really want like a +10 damage combined with a quick on you. So I don't think we're gonna add anything else there. I will take an artifact. More multi-strike? Yeah, sure. Okay, so I mean, we just have the most unbelievable demon units now. And we very much really want to go into heavy rage gain. Non-boss enemy units enter with spikes. I still think this is okay. Our demon is probably gonna get iced, but honestly, it's not that bad, and we're probably gonna kill these units anyways. And if you die, you know, I don't think the boss is gonna get around us with our big unit out here. That being said, we should probably still stall, so I'm gonna stall. You give us more spikes, I'd still rather kill you. I like Cold Celia, actually. Gets the kills. And then here. It is tempting to just hit you for 2. But if we're gonna do that, why not, like, make sure that you die on your way up? You're taking 3 damage. Look, I know, you're hurting. We're all hurting, okay? This is a weird one. We need to unlock our champion on this turn so that we can get this guy killed. And we can. Because now you live. You're making it up. I don't care. We got 2 ice tornadoes, huh? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like it. I don't like it. But I still think you're gonna die. We're dying on the spikes, you're dying too. So we did this for the extra gold, and it worked out well. I mean, an offering token can hit the sap, and it's a free and can't trigger, so I do like it. I like Vent for going wide, but I also really appreciate Piercing. To be able to kill something that has Spell Shield or 10 HP but 600 armor, you know, that Hornbreak is pretty useful. It's a common card, but I think it's okay. We definitely just want units, clearly, absolutely units. Another Horned Warrior? Dude, honestly, what about an Alpha Fiend in the Horned Warrior? It makes them larger, but then they get benefits when striking because they scale. They scale themselves. Now, we can't meld here and duplicate later, if that makes any sense. Like if there's no temple, so I can't meld and then duplicate, but we can meld and duplicate later. Like remove 2 cards, duplicate any card except your champion, concealed caverns, and then we can Merchant of Steel here to just add HP. Ideally quick, but I don't think we're gonna get quick. I don't think we need another Horned Warrior. I think we'd prefer to diversify slightly, so I will take an Alpha Fiend. And honestly, maybe I'll just duplicate the other Horned Warrior. I mean, he's freaking multi-strike 4. I can put garbage upgrades on a Horned Warrior if he's got multi-strike 4 on him. But why don't we come here and see what we get? Because if we can make him +30/+30, that'd be hilarious. We can't. We could double up on the Purge card. Get just like an absurd amount of gold right now. That's also kind of tempting, actually. Double up on this card. We can get 240 gold at some point. You gotta go for the unit, though. Hold up. Stygian unit, Merchant of Steel, Divine Temple. Because we're so close to a temple, I kind of don't want to dupe a unit. I'd rather just put an Alpha Fiend inside of the Horned Warrior and then let him scale up. Ideally put quick on him. So we'll go this path, hopefully get quick. Quick still sucks with his low HP value, but we have armor generation in the deck. We can probably get something. And then, if we have to, we can go here, but I'd rather maybe remove cards and get the Hellvent. Maybe even do it again, get another duplicator, and then we can duplicate our unit. He said unit. Or we could upgrade spells. And then where's the duplicator at the end? Unit upgrades. Not where you want to see it. Where are we? We're here. Yeah, I don't want to dupe units now. We can dupe them later. I'd rather just dupe gold. I'm not gonna take this gold though, because we can get a lot of gold now all of a sudden. But yeah, this is very interesting. So I actually do think we might want a Soul Guard down here. But the Alpha Fiend works so well behind Soul Guard, but we have to find a place to use torches. You know what, I think that ruins the Ember Drain. Yeah, it does. That's pretty nice. So I will hit you with the torch. Could just gain 120 gold, honestly. It's an incant. We only need 2 more. Now you are exploding on this floor. I'm not gonna let you explode. Now I could gain 80 gold, but If we're gaining 80 gold, you might as well gain more, right? We have that piercing card that we can play on our champion to keep him alive too. Taking 7 damage. I'd rather you not. We have sap in the deck. Why don't we see what happens with the draw? Didn't get it, that's fine. It's not that much damage, and you deal 1 damage on unit death, which is really unfortunate. Let's keep this floor intact so that the Alpha Fiend can get stronger. Instead, we'll just do this. Maybe we should have dealt with these guys, because I don't know if we can kill them. Oh, they're totally dead. All right. All right. We're not really doing that much with our units. They kind of just exist, but I mean, they're doing a good job. Our champion's holding it down. Alpha Fiend's holding it down. I mean, I think we got you. It's a little touchy. And, hey, we can upgrade our units now. Upgrade our units and then also take capacity, because we really do, you cost 2? But you're endless, which I do like. We really do want to put a Rage Imp in front of the Alpha Fiend so that we can get like Rage stacks as they scale. Horned Warrior, rather. Dark Deal is also tempting, but our unit doesn't have an HP for it. I really like Transcend Imp with Imps. In fact, we can double the Transcend Imp to dupe it, and if we get like an Armor Imp, we get infinite Imps. It's so nice. Oh, Eel Gorgon, what? Multi-strike and +1 Ember. Incant, gain multi-strike 1, resolve, remove all status effects. I mean, now I'm thinking, what if you put Alpha Fiend inside of the Gorgon? Because every time it strikes, it gets stronger, and then it also has the multi-strike effect. That's insane. So if you incant 10 times, it's gonna strike 10 times and then scale its own damage 50. And then the next turn you can do it again and keep incanting on the floor with the Eel Gorgon. Now that makes me tempted. It's gonna be a big effing unit, and if we can give it quick, plus health, meld it, oh, there's some good stuff there. Titan Sentry is also incredible because we can put an Imp inside of the Sentry, and this is our floor wipe if we want it. Because if you put the Imp inside of the Sentry, every time it dies, it's replayable, which means that you are able to frostbite an entire floor, kill enemies. There's only gonna be like 1 or 2 big boys moving up. And you know what? We have multi-strike already. Do we really need an Eel Gorgon when we have multi-strike ×4 built in? I don't think we need the Eel Gorgon. I think we're better suited with the tank, because we really do need to clear wide. We can dump the Silophyte. This is how I think we're gonna clear wide, because we have an easy access to Endless. And I do think you want capacity, because we really want to put a Rage Imp on the same floor as our freaking, this guy, Horned Warrior. So we need unit upgrades. And quick is almost exactly what we wanted. The HP is so low though, but this, with the multi-strike, with the meld from the Alpha Fiend, as long as we can keep you alive, you're sorted. But keeping you alive, admittedly, is gonna be a little tough. We need armor. So, plus HP on you is totally fine. Large Stone. Large Stone on the Sentry tank is totally okay. You don't want these. I mean, it's the tank of our dreams. You're gonna be gone. Cold Celia can fit on the floor with it. We don't need a Transcend Imp to live, So I'll pay for that minor amount. And then we are probably going to do the Titan Sentry first. Admittedly, we're not going to get infinite imps. I don't think we need infinite imps. I think we want an endless frost tank, and then maybe even duplicate him. Good spell chain gift of gratitude. Good spell chain offering token, but it's expensive. Spell chain branding right, but it's expensive. I don't think spell chain fits. It's actually going to be kind of tough to unlock you, but I do think that we need another tank. Admittedly, like I am kind of desperate for armor on that unit, but we'll work on it. Restore all health when they move up a floor. I don't think we can do it because we don't. It takes us a. No, this is fine. It takes us a while to do the damage that we need, and we didn't put Alpha Fiend inside of the Horned Warrior yet, so I'm gonna say no on this. I had a bit of a panic attack for a second there. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't put my units? No, it's fine, it's fine. So we're gonna go like here. We have to incant 10 times, so it's gonna be a little tricky. You come out, all of a sudden, units are taking damage. You're dying, I want the money. If you make it to the pyre, you do literally 1 damage. You, on the other hand, do need to go. I can probably put an imp in front of you next turn. This is okay. We still need to incant 5 more times. I don't know, this champion might have been the wrong idea to have him. Because I can't incant enough to keep you alive right now. But I can keep the Horned Warrior alive. If he lives long enough, we can just replay the Titan Sentry up here. I should have played the Frostbite card. No, he's quick, he'll get the kills. Well, he will get the kills. We just gotta do it like this. And this guy is slowly getting unlocked. But you're also taking 676 damage already. 124 damage, you love to see it. Now can we unlock our because if we don't unlock our champion, this guy is just gonna skip the floor. I don't think we can, but we have room for another Titan Sentry. I gotta kill the imps! Oh, you know what? There's also no capacity up here anyways. Really? If I kill an imp, there's capacity. So now we can put our tank up there again. All right, well, our champion's not doing a damn thing. But you do have 55 Frostbite, which is pretty good. And then, hey, look, there's a tank. So that was a little, when we took 3 damage. That was a little rough, but we made it work. Incant, apply armor 1 to friendly units. I think we need it to put armor on our Horned Warrior eventually. And we have the capacity to play it. We can't play the imps, but like we need armor. Otherwise he'll die to like 1 spike unit or 1 sweep unit. The drain is tempting. Sap is usually worth it, but I'm actually looking at this Guardian Stone like armor is pretty good. Because branding right doesn't work, it'll kill him in 1 shot. I think we still want it, but do we? I don't think we want it. I think we skip. I don't even think we want Inferno. Which is a little weird, because it's a great card. You can always just frost it and make it cost -2. It's worth it. Okay, so we're gonna meld. Do we need unit upgrades? The only thing we would want is like Cold Celia. So I'm looking to the right path as remove cards, maybe get a relic, maybe get something interesting here. I like spells because they can incant. We kind of do need to do this. So now you scale, which I like. 30 magic power. Intrinsic. A card in our hand. I mean, with the Inferno and lower cost, you know, we can always kill one wave on the first turn, but I don't see it. Monster Spike, Rail Spike, or Spell Spike. You know, we can we buff this? No, okay. We can just like buff a Train Steward. Again, I'd kind of rather have the spells because the spells are like decent. Oh, this is exactly what we want. Now we freeze all of our spells and then we can play them for free, which means that the Ice Tornadoes are playable for free now. Yeah, it's very good. And it is tempting to make this intrinsic now, because if we freeze it, it'll be free on the turn after. But Spell Chain is also tempting, because Spell Chain frozen cards can be played for free twice. So if you get like the Rage 6 card or Rage 10 or whatever it is, and you freeze it, next turn it will be free, and you Spell Chain it, and it's also free, so you get multiple plays. But I think we're just gonna go. Spell Shield. I don't care. I don't really use spells for damage. We have frost spells for damage, kind of. That's it. We have to play on the top floor. You better tank for him. There's no place to play a spell up there, though, so I'm kind of like, I guess he'd play a Train Steward? What we really need is our tank on turn 1. That would be the ideal draw for us. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. We could play it on floor 2. All of these units will die to the Horned Warrior, so we can totally play the Titan Sentry at the bottom. Cold Celia, might as well play behind. Does more damage. Kind of do need to incant now that I think about it. We have 9 more to go. We don't really incant that much. That's a big problem with this. So you're gonna attack 3 times. You'll go to 35. Boom, 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 boom. I think we just got a Inferno. At least we did get a couple more incants, but yeah, I'm realizing using Soul Guard as a tank sucks. We probably should not be using him as a tank. Dude, the piercing is so bad here. My units don't have the health to sustain it, so I guess you just like, I mean, you could do this. You could do this too. Things are dying, you know. I can't really complain about the fact that things are in fact dying. Might be a little on the slower side though. Hey, there's an incant though. Might as well hit you. I want the Ice Tornadoes on this turn. I mean, honestly, like, we've unlocked. We've awakened. Now you're dying, which is beautiful. by the way. Well, I could hit you for an Inferno. You got to imagine that, yeah, the Frostbite's probably worth a little bit more. All right, this is a good time for this. 305 gold. And this guy was doing 75 times 4. I don't know. I don't know. We really do need to get spell upgrades. Do we have one coming up? We do. We also have a removal, a hell vent, and a caverns. Oh man, this is tough. Because going left means we can definitely make spells, you know, quite a bit cheaper. We don't really need unit upgrades. But concealed caverns, maybe we could hit the warrior with a plus 25. Could duplicate a card and remove cards. We'd remove probably a couple of torches. We would duplicate, I mean, we could duplicate the tank. Draw them more likely on turn 1. They're endless, they're replayable. Pretty good. And then we can have specifically the top floor for our units, except for Divinity, and we're gonna have to figure out what to do about that. Yeah, and then maybe we can actually get the plus 25 on him. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that. And if we're to take anything here, it'd probably be nothing. We don't really need another Inferno. We don't really need an Impish Scholar either. We don't really consume spells. In fact, we consume exactly none. So we're gonna skip this. I hate that I'm not adding any cards, but I really don't think that those are what I want. And we're gonna have so much gold. Please give me plus 25 HP on a unit. Not what I want. Plus 2 Frostbite each time it's applied. Frostbite does not decay. It's actually really good, and really makes me think that doubling up on that tank is like definitely the right call. So I want to purge a torch, and then you know what? Why don't we purge one of those and then one of these? Create a spell to cost -2. I mean, -2 on an Inferno is pretty good. It does kill our tank, but it does a lot of damage. Branding Right, unfortunately, is like unplayable because it just kills my units. Putting an imp inside of a guardian stone means that we can get rage quickly, but I think we're just good to go. Gonna be fighting Fell. Which Fell is this one again? Hopefully it's not the Rage one. Although actually the Rage one would be the easiest, because our units attack so fast. This is also pretty easy because these enemies are all gonna die on the bottom floor. That was a very fast turn 1. Now that I think about it, just like play, 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 play. I know exactly what I'm doing down here. You're already dead. So I don't really mind that you're hitting me. I'd much rather just like smack you. Actually, I'd much rather smack you. We're gonna get those incants going. So we have another tank coming up. We didn't get him quite yet, but it's still okay for a turn. You're gonna make it up, but you're gonna die to my unit. Hey, we did get the sap. Not that we needed it, but it's another incant. Okay, you go there. We do want armor. We're not gonna be able to really play anything on this turn though. I kind of hate that our turns are kind of automatic like this. I'd like to be able to play more cards, but it's really just the fight. The fact that we have these ultimate penances, it's really hard to do anything. Unfortunately. Unlocking you would be very helpful, but if I can kill... I should have played this on the top floor. Take you guys down, then my unit can kill you before you even hurt me. I hope. You're all dead. Beautiful. Smack you. Smack you. Smack you. One more incant unlocks our tank. It's almost the end of the fight, which is a little slow, admittedly. But, you know, things are still going well. That unit's doing 200 damage in it now. More like 300, actually. Yeah, he's crushing it. This was an extremely fast fight. Like, I know that it's not over, but this was an extremely fast fight. I don't know if that's good or bad, because I feel like if I wish I could put you here. I feel like if I had more things to consider, that might be an indication that I have more options available to me in the deck, but I don't know. The boss does have 115 frostbite, though, which is pretty good. And, you know, might as well start with this. Hey, perfect. And then, oh, hey, look, I can actually branding right myself now. I mean, the Horned Warrior was doing 400 damage by the end of that. He's just so damn weak. Spike of the Hellhorned can give us armor. That's it. That's it. God, that was such a fast floor. Draw, capacity, or energy. Capacity is not a problem, because we know what we're playing and where we're playing it. And we already took capacity. So, I mean, if we have to, what we can do is put the Horned Warrior behind the Titan Sentry that's replayable and endless. And it's not a bad idea, because our champion takes so long to play, it's kind of annoying. It would be way more consistent. We wouldn't be able to put armor on the unit, but we do have the spike now. So energy means we can play things faster. A lot of our expensive spells aren't really worth playing, though. Like, card draw can get us to the frozen stuff faster, I suppose. I like it because if we get free cards, we also can unlock our champion faster. And if we upgrade spells, we can actually make our spells cheaper or freeze them, you know? We have options. So I will go to the right. Holdover is very useful on like an offering token or even an ice tornado because it's replayable. Plus 10 magic power. I really like that on a horn break. Ice tornadoes will be free after one turn. We don't need to make them cheaper. Branding right's a pretty nice cheapening. Let's make horn break free though. I like offering token on holdover maybe to hit sap. Or even just to discard a card I don't want in my hand. Double stack. Armor 40's pretty good. Sap 4 if you get it's really nice. But 4x armor could keep our unit alive. Hold up. Can we have -2? We can. I think you probably -2 the spike and then you make it double. But before we do that. Yes, yes. I mean, all units getting +10 is nice too, but really the only thing I care about is one unit in particular who has to survive. So yeah, I'm very glad we got this upgrade. Kind of important. We will purge. Now we don't need a train steward because I was gonna maybe use them as like a body blocker. We don't have to do that anymore. We can also probably purge a torch. And, you know, I actually think that our champion will work. Because if we have a Frost Shark, and let's say we're in like Relentless, we can just play them in front of this guy and keep everyone alive. You know what? No, we can't do that. Because you and you have to go on the same floor. which is either top floor or bottom floor, depending on where we are. So 15 stacks, it's not that bad. Revenge, Frostbite 1. We already have Frostbite. I think we just go for the 15 stacks. I do want one big unit. Now we got a big unit. If we get Offering Token, this is always playable. Torch can get a kill. Oh, I was gonna put it on the spike. You know what, that's still okay. Because we can still make it -2. It's not as good as it was, but we can still give it -2. Although, do we actually need it anymore? Now that I think about it, we can play branding right now, so we really don't need the spike anymore. What about a free Inferno? Whenever you draw it, you can kill a floor. Seems pretty good to me. We won't engage pact because there's nothing to engage pact. We don't really need piercing on anything. Although, you know, on a free Ice Tornado, that's pretty good. But we have Frostbite doing damage anyways. We bought out the shop. That's good. That's good eats. All right, so what a weird run. Restore all health when they move up a floor. You have 15 HP and you die to any of the piercing cards I have. You sweep, but you only do 4 damage. I think for 400 gold we can do it. There still might be the occasional enemy that has more than, you know, 200 HP and they actually do damage, a lot of it. But in theory, like, this guy is gonna get real strong real quick. Normally, I would never take this option. I actually think we can do it. If it's only the Ember Drain unit, he does 6 damage at most on his big form. But we're not gonna get any Frostbite on anyone though. And we gotta still deal with the armor guys. We don't need upgrades. I'm gonna say no. It's too risky. I expected there to be one big guy coming out immediately. I'm gonna turn this to Ultra. I'm also thinking maybe that you play Soul Guard on the middle floor. You can put a tank in front of your big guy up here. Might make it slightly easier. Yeah, like this is the guy I was worried about. This dude. Like we're not strong enough to kill him, especially not this early. Could Inferno this floor, which is pretty sweet. I mean, it's free and it gets us the gold. Kind of like it. But you two have to go out. I say that like it's a bad thing, but I can still play like every card in hand. So you're gone. Straight up, if I wanted to, I could kill you. I want you to move up so I can hit you. But at least now I know that you're gonna die. Now, Hornbreak. You have 100 HP? He's the buff version, because the non-buff version only had 10. I was hoping this would be able to get the kill. Well, also you're living. Would rather you didn't. I mean, now I'm just trying to unlock. But also, I'm pretty sure you're dead. You're not even attacking, because I'm gonna do like 120 damage to you. Admittedly, we do scale a little bit slowly, especially on like the Horned Warrior, but oh well. And there's no room for the Guardian Stone up there too, which is unfortunate. But we can still do this. You're dying, which is actually perfect. I want him to die, because if he dies, then he can be resummoned quickly. You're not even ember draining us. You're gonna live and hit the pyre for 0. Let's go. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Excuse me. I'm trying to think about the divinity fight and how that's gonna work, because the only tank that's capacity enough to hit the floor with our horned warrior is our champion. But it takes so long to get him unlocked that I don't know if the champion or if the horned warrior can actually survive long enough. So I don't know. That'll be playable next turn. You're dead on the next floor. I guess you just buff this guy. I mean, it's 200 damage. You're not gonna make it past me. You are gonna, unfortunately, hurt yourself quite hard. You know what? What if we just do this so that we don't stack up the frostbite? I'd rather you hit me for 15 instead of, this little piddly damage. That's a weird one. Yeah, that makes sense, but we actually don't need him. Now what are you doing? 1,730 damage? I actually thought it would be more. Gotta tell you though, that might do it. That does it. We are taking 205 ourselves, but... And you do have 5 frostbite. Oh, because we hit our unit with the Firestorm card, which killed him, and then dealt 5 frostbite, which didn't decay. Oops. Apply daze 1, discard your hand. I actually really like that as a last ditch way of maybe keeping units alive. We don't really need it though. It's not like we're going into daze build. I actually think we maybe just skip this one. No, we should take it. I think it's good enough. Consume, apply rage, summon, gain 4 energy, sack imp. We don't really care about the imps so much. The rage is kind of nice on our horned warrior. It's the only rage card that we've seen other than Spike. Giving him a little bit of a temporary buff could be nice. It's a lot of damage over every attack, temporarily even. We don't need unit upgrades. Are we gonna dupe a card? Guardian's Amulet's pretty good to duplicate, but we really don't need anything else. So I think we go spell upgrades. We can thin up the deck a little bit and then hope that Frostbite plus 1 good Horned Warrior is enough, but we really do need to make sure that this guy, we need to make sure that he gets unlocked, but it's really hard to do with Soul Guard having 15 spells. Another offering token could be okay. Maybe we could buy trinkets. You know what we could do? We could put Horned Warrior on the bottom and in the middle if we dupe him. That way we have a unit behind the Titan Sentry getting hits, and then a unit on the middle floor getting hits on anything that makes it up behind our champion. I actually kind of like that idea. Yeah, because then, like, this guy has 100 HP. He's gonna live most turns. But the extra damage from one Horned Warrior getting stronger and stronger, it could matter a lot. And considering that on the Divinity fight, there's essentially no... Well, that's nice. There's essentially no... you're always gonna be able to hit the boss even if nothing else is on the floor. That's what I'm trying to say. Check this out. Intrinsic. An intrinsic offering token, I don't think we need it. Magic power, don't really need it. Don't need to sack units. Trinkets? At the start of battle, draw 10. Okay. So we're more likely to get a lot of our units and also free incants. I actually really like this. We can't afford anything else though. We are gonna double up on the Horned Warrior with his super quickness. I think that the Guardian Stone being tankier is quite nice. Because if we put this in front of our Horned Warrior, we can tank up a little bit. Although this isn't our champion, so we're not gonna play him on the same floors. Yeah, now that I think about it, this might be dumb, but what else am I gonna spend my money on, really? Card removal? Sure, why not? We'll find a spot to play him, I'm sure. I don't think you need anything else. The holdover offering token being intrinsic is quite nice because it means that you can always hit the sap. Even early. I think I'm gonna take it because I do enjoy it. Especially drawing 10 cards. That means that we have a like 30-40% chance of drawing the sap on turn 1, which is free incants. Okay, there's some must plays. You're 3 capacity, right? Yeah, I can't play the totem on the same floor as you unless I play you on the top floor, but then you're getting hit every turn, which is not good. So that totem, you know, it can go to the bottom and get armor on the sentry or something. That's about it. You go here. You gotta go here. We need to incant. You gotta be played. We don't care about Cold Celia. You, if I play you here, you actually get kills before we take damage, which seems quite useful because now I don't have to worry about you dying and then you getting hit. So I like that. I like just maybe killing you and then trying to get some incants here. I love keeping an Ice Tornado. Also, I kind of love the fact that you are so quick because you're killing everything immediately, which is lovely. Where are we gonna put the Horned Warrior? I think we do put the Horned Warrior here. The problem is if you move to the middle and hit, the Horned Warrior will die. So maybe we play the Horned Warrior at the top floor later. You don't need to sap. What you need is you need to incant here. I think you get played here. You could play an imp, but it doesn't do anything. I think you just incant twice. Our Horned Warrior is uniquely suited to dealing with this Seraph because we just do so much damage so quickly. This is a weird one, but there's plays. 47 times 4. Yeah, there's plays. There's plays. We don't need to incant on this floor. There's no place to play Inferno. Oh, unless you want to play it here. It's 100 damage to the boss. It's pretty good. But let's start here. Okay. We actually need units to make it up so that the top Horned Warrior can do some freaking damage. So I kind of like this. And I killed Titan Sentry so that he could come back. Welcome back. So you're gonna hit the, no, you're gonna die, you're gonna die. You're gonna hit for 29 times 2, which is 58, makes sense. You should probably get played. You should probably get played. Taking 112, we're taking 16 damage. Not much you can do about that. Apply 4, Rage and Armor. Sure. Soul Guard is just like worthless, but everything else is fine. I mean, we're doing 100 damage times 4. The only thing hit me is the freaking boss. Well, no, actually, you're hitting for 30 and then you're hitting for 27, but you're still dying. I don't know, things are kind of going well. Could play Cold Celia. We've got a Guardian Stone coming up. I'd rather get the Guardian Stone out and block for the champion, but you can block too. And then you can also block this shot. Now you are at 27 HP. I want the Titan Sentry to die ideally so I can replay it, but even if it doesn't die, it's still doing a decent amount of damage. The problem is, I gotta be able to block all the Seraph shots, and I'm not really doing that right here. Also, I can't really incant on this floor to make you stronger. I don't really want to make you any stronger. Waves remaining 2. I worry about the Titan Sentry because he's not dying, and I have no like ascends. But the Horned Warrior is crushing it. This Horned Warrior though, not so much. Well, he's getting some attacks in now. I think if anything, you just like this. Oof. Not really that important. And then maybe you Inferno here, but I really want you to move up. I think you play nothing. I don't care about her dying. So, you know, this is actually perfect because you dying means you're replayable. And this is also perfect because you dying means you're replayable. So we're gonna get 2 Titan Sentries next turn, which is actually like perfect. And even if the Titan Sentries don't kill you, I've got a 200 unit on the middle floor who is just now getting unlocked. There he is. Now, you might as well play the Rage Imp. Don't play anything else though, because everything is going just fine. Now you're taking 800 damage. You're taking 800 damage, I haven't even done anything. By the way, you're dead. That went very quickly. But this is the power of the Horned Warrior and a respawning Titan Sentry Shark in the front. I mean, that's pretty good. We're hurting, but we have 2 other floors of good units. But where the hell are we gonna play the Horned Warrior in the next fight? We can't really put him in the middle because he's gonna get crushed until we unlock our champion. On the top, he's gonna get swept. So I'm struggling to figure out where we're gonna play him. We drew both of them on turn 1, which is unfortunate, but you've got to be played. I have to admit, I'm really enjoying this. And I think you do play him in the middle, because he's gonna attack immediately. He's gonna take 18 damage though. But do you play him at the top so he gets swept for 11 and live for 3 turns? No, you at least, you give the champion a chance. And if we get sapped, this guy's not doing anything anyways. But you give the champion a chance. I know we're taking 14 damage, or 18 damage. I know, okay, I know. I think I want to rage you though, because I really want to kill these guys when they move up. Really wanted to play that too, because that on Horned Warrior would have kept him alive. But if we can't keep him alive, you know, we've got the bottom floor. Ooh, he's taking a lot of damage though. Okay, I mean, please. We didn't really get what we wanted. So the Horned Warrior will die, and this one is on 6 HP. If they both die, we're dead. So we gotta be very careful about this. I actually wonder if you just play Ice Tornado, but it's not gonna keep him alive, because even if these guys die, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, yeah. This doesn't really do that much damage on its own. So we're gonna basically be relying on our champion for a lot of this. I can't believe nothing here is actually dying. That's the problem. Why are we taking 24 though? Where's that damage coming from? Because you do 12. Why are you healing for 5? We're not really doing that much damage to you, huh? Spell shield 1. You know, if this hits, no, I can't cast it if I play the torch. Well, I think we just gotta kind of just hope. This is why we have 2 Horned Warriors, and hopefully we can keep this one alive. I mean, we are gonna get our tank back, but we really do need to play like Spike of the Hellhorn to keep him alive, really. Or maybe, no, that's not good enough. Problem is we're dying to spikes. 2 armor doesn't cut it. I think we've just lost. Our champion can still possibly do it, but we just can't, like the champion getting unlocked after Shard 15 is just too slow to keep the Horned Warrior alive. You know what we should have done? Not play him. Unlock the champion, shuffle, then play him. In fact, I think if I redo the fight and do that, it would probably go better. It'll almost certainly go better, and there's no probably about it. Because there's just literally no way of keeping you alive. You're already dead. We're still going wide with the frost, but we're not going deep enough now. I mean, this guy's got 600 HP. How do we kill him? We can't. Still have to incant more, which we can't do. You're dying anyways. We can kill you. Put up a body blocker, maybe do something there. It's 100 damage to you, which is something. We have 3 more spells to unlock our champion. Yeah, I know, it's gonna hurt. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about that. Cold Celia, you know, it's something. It's something. If we play 2 spells, we'll get a 200-200. Eight damage moving up. Ouch. Well, it's still alive, but you're gonna kill the pyre in 2 shots, and I can't kill you at all. Yeah, I can do like maybe 60 damage to you if these all hit. It went south pretty quickly, so we're going to back to the main menu, redo the fight, and I'm doing this primarily just to learn, you know, learn about why things work the way that they work. You know, so what went wrong? What went wrong is that our freaking Horned Warriors died. We have to do this in a way that keeps them alive. How do you do that? You don't play a Horned Warrior, you keep him in your hand. You keep him in your deck. You'll get around to him when you unlock Soul Guard, then you can replay him here, or even at the top later. But, well, probably not at the top later. But you've got to get Soul Guard out, and you've got to unlock him before you play the Horned Warrior there. This floor, though, still works. That's fine. You offering token, right, I guess we knew we were gonna draw that. Increasing your damage is not amazing, but it's something. I could give you rage, which is not smart, but it is an incant. Well, maybe it is smart then. No, do this. Daze the floor? I like the units taking damage as they move up because if they hit me, they get frostbite. So we gotta be careful because eventually we are gonna get spike units, and the spike units are the big problem. Also, you're dying, also a problem. Really, we just have to... We have to not take 20 damage. Because we have no healing. How are we going to stop the 20 damage? We got to kill you. It didn't work. So our Horned Warrior now is 10 HP. And this is the spike floor. We can give him armor if it'll keep him alive. Nice. Attack 4? I don't think it keeps him alive. Doesn't keep him alive. But it, you know, at least we do have another one in the deck somewhere. Once we unlock our champion, maybe we can play him. These guys are hurting though. They are hurting big time. But this is the same problem though, is that we can't really deal with the Disciple Inquisitor because of the Horned Warrior that died. It's weird because, well, maybe it's not so weird, but I actually know, I think, what I need to do. The problem is that it requires information that I wouldn't have had on turn 1 normally. If we don't play the offering token, we can put armor on our Horned Warrior on turn 2, but how would you know that live, you know, without having to do the fight again? You wouldn't. Just get you out there. In theory, that would be enough to keep us alive, but we wouldn't know that. So we do have another Horned Warrior. Can we incant 4 times and then make it playable on this floor? No. Horned Warrior won't actually die, but it also just doesn't do that much damage, unfortunately. We could give it a shot, though. +2, so 6 plus 5, 11. It's exactly 30 damage, so unfortunately you would die. Although I could daze the whole floor. I still don't think that's good enough. Because this guy is 17 damage now moving up. He's got 500 HP. I mean, I can at least unlock my tank, but yeah, you have 600 HP and there's no way to deal with you. Losing the Horned Warriors early, that definitely does it in. But again, in theory, you know, if you knew that... If you knew the draw that was coming up, you could get the piercing armor card on turn 2 and then keep your Horned Warrior alive. And then I think you're actually in the clear. But you know, there's no way to know that on turn 1 that that's the card you're gonna draw. Rather, what we needed, I hate to say it, was not card draw. We needed energy, or even just to upgrade that armor card to be cheaper. I really thought that we would be able to play it more frequently, but turns out that's not the case. It being free. Did I not upgrade it? Did I not get all of my upgrades here when I fought Seraph? Because I'm only noticing that 2 cards have -1 on the cost. I think I may have actually just literally forgot to upgrade my cards, which is a stupid way of failing. But what we needed is more energy and more cards to be cheaper, which we didn't have, and I really should have upgraded them. If they weren't upgraded, I don't know what I did with my money. I think I just threw my money away, because why would I not have upgraded my spells? Oh, you know what? We went left so we could duplicate. Did we? Yeah, I duplicated my Horned Warrior. Okay, so we couldn't have upgraded the spells, I think. Whatever. Still, it was a fun run. Relying on the Horned Warrior, maybe not the best idea with his low HP. He just dies way too quickly. And we proved it here, that even though he lucked into the +25 HP, it just wasn't enough to keep him alive. On the off chance, well, not even on the off chance, when the Titan Sentry died, we couldn't keep him alive. He got hit once, maybe twice, and then he died to the spikes on the Divinity fight, I will say. So what, I don't know. Now I'm at the weird point in the run where, since I've lost, now I'm like, what could I have done differently to maybe make the run a success? And the answer to that question is I have no idea. Because we had good units, We had good tanks. We had wide capability. We had, dealing with one unit capability, like the 600 HP guy, as long as our Horn Warriors lived, which they didn't. So more armor? No armor cards showed up except for piercing, which we took. Where is it? This one. Nothing showed up. Not even an imp. So we can't really armor up our Horned Warrior any more than this. So what could we have done differently to succeed there? I don't know. But regardless, hey, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch if I want to go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.